question. The pier is set to be dismantled again due to sea state. Do you have any comment on that?
I would defer to my colleagues at the Pentagon who are responsible for the operation of the pier. Do you have anything else, Jenny?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if there's been any contact through the mediators with Hamas since they submitted their proposal the other night. When do you expect there to be any contact? There's some reporting that the Israelis aren't going to participate in further negotiations.
I will let the mediators speak to that. Obviously, we were in contact on what day is it? Thursday. On Tuesday night with the Egyptian mediators, and the secretary spoke directly with the Qatari mediator, the prime minister, yesterday in his meeting in Doha. They, as I think you know, tend to be in fairly regular contact with the political wing of Hamas. But in terms of what the next step of negotiations will look like, I don't want to get into that from here, other than to say that we are committed to trying to push forward to get a ceasefire. We were disappointed with the response that came back from Hamas yesterday. As the secretary said, as you've heard some other people say, there were some suggested changes that were fairly minor and were fairly workable, and then there were some that we don't see as workable. But that said, we are committed to trying to push forward and get a ceasefire because we continue to believe it is in the interests of all involved parties.
You were disappointed, but were you surprised that they came back with these changes? I mean, given that Netanyahu didn't ever publicly commit to this, I know the U.S. says that Israel has been on board, but
I personally doubt that comments or lack of comments from the Israeli government had anything to do with the substance of the Hamas response. I think the substance of I'm not going to characterize why they might have submitted the response that they did. So we were disappointed both that it took so long to get a response and that the response had a number of changes that could drag the negotiations out further. As you heard the secretary say yesterday, getting a ceasefire is urgent. There are people that are suffering every day. There are Palestinians who are dying every day as a result of this conflict. There are hostages that continue to be held. You see the conflict in the north of Israel continue to reach concerning levels, and we want to tackle all of those issues, and the best way to do that is through a ceasefire, and that's why we'll continue to pursue it. We want it to happen without delay. Saeed.